Hello everyone, this is Madam Trisha Inventor, and right now in this video I will be discussing the module, our oral communication module. So if you have um, queries or clarifications after this video, you may chat me or message me. So right now, I will just discuss and give proper instructions about the modules. So I made this video so that you can replay this anytime. Okay, so this is our oral communication module number 1, and I know that you already have them there in your hands. So for our objective or our most essential learning competency is explains the functions, nature, and process of communication. So our lesson title for this module is reading 1, what communication is, and reading 2, the process of communication. Okay, now let's start with the explore. So in here, you are going to introduce yourself through a drawing. So as you all know, when it is the first lesson or first day in a school year, introduction is very common. Since we don't have face-to-face, now here in your module, you are going to introduce yourself through a drawing. It may be um, an object or an animal or a plant that you think best symbolizes you as a person. Anything that you think that best symbolizes you a person, and then you explain that drawing with one sentence only. So for example, here in your paper, I mean in the box that I have provided here, this is where you are going to draw your drawing. So make sure that you can be able to communicate through the drawing and use the sentence just for a supporting explanation only. So in this box here, um, you are going to draw. Okay, here, wait a minute. Okay, for example, this is your drawing. Wow. This is your drawing that best symbolizes you. And then in here, just make one sentence. Okay, one sentence of explanation about this drawing. Okay, you can say this, this thing or this object symbolizes me because. Okay, ingon ato ra siya kamubo. All right, so that is for the explore. Now let's go to the discussion or the discussion. First, we have here reading 1, what communication is. So in here, in this box, communication is described in a story, through a story. So proper communication is the key so that we will have a better world or a peaceful world. Okay, so in this story came from the biblical book of Judges. So if you are reading the Bible, then I'm sure you have already encountered this story. So for those who haven't read this yet, so this um, we have here actually 2 stories. So the first story is about Jephthah. Okay, Jephthah is a tribal leader. Okay, he is a, wait a minute. He is a tribal leader. So Jephthah, who led his tribe mates to fight several enemies, prevailed against them. After the battle, several leaders of other tribes chided him for not seeking their help in fighting their common enemies. When we say chided, that means gikasab-an. Kumbaga, in our language, gikasab-an or giyaw-yawan, something like that. That's what we mean by chided. Okay, now Jephthah here again is a tribal leader. Jephthah, he is a tribal leader in which he went to a war and won the war. But as you all know, when all of us reach success in life, there will always be people who will criticize you, who will say something bad at you, about you. So, iyaha mismong mga tribe mates, okay? Um, or iyahang mga kauban nga mga leaders. Kauban nga mga leaders din, not tribe mates. Kauban nga mga leaders sa laing tribes, gikasab-an siya kay nganuman nga wala nangayog help sa ilaha. Why Jephthah went to the war alone? Where in fact, naaman may para tabangan ka, Jephthah. Why didn't you ask for our help? So, Jephthah answered them insolently and caused a war between tribes within the same nation of Israel. When we say insolently, in a maot way, okay? In a bad way. So, iyang gitubag-tubag niya ang mga tawo nga nangasaba niya, and it caused a war. So, as you can see in the story of Jephthah, na ay nahitabo nga away or miscommunication or unsa ba, war within or conflict within the tribes, the tribal people, the people in the tribes, because Jephthah did not answer uh, the people in a nice way. So as you can see, wala niya gitarong o gamit ang communication. Now, in the same book, which is the book of Judges, there is a similar incident involving Gideon. So right now, this is the second story. The Bida is Gideon. He is also a leader of a tribe in which he won against his tribe's enemies. So si Gideon, just like Jephthah, Gideon went to a war and won the battle without asking the help of his other tribal leaders. So he was also cheated by other tribal leaders. Um, these people were angry at him, gikasab-an siya, why wala man ka na ngayong tabang namo and everything. But Gideon, unlike Jephthah, Gideon talked to them properly. Baga iyahang gipaubos iyahang pride, siya na gani ang gikasap-an, siya pa yung nagpaubos. So what have I he said, what have I accomplished compared to you? Aren't the gleanings of Ephraim's grapes better than full grape harvest of Abiezer? God gave Oreb and Zeb, the Midianite leaders, into your hands. What was I able to do compared to you? So, Bali, in this statement, they are talking about um, things that had happened in their tribe. So, kumbaga, gipaubos niya iyahang self, speaking to them that I just did what I can do. And dili ni makalabaw sa tanan ninyong gibuhat sa para ani nga tribe. So, in this case, proper communication prevented war from occurring. So communication is indeed very important in human life. It is part of our daily life. So in the story of Gideon, as you can see, because he used communication properly, he was able to prevent war and communicate well with um, his tribe mates or other tribal leaders. So it is really important to talk to our um, the people that we encounter every day in a nice way. Even though gi-criticize ta, even though gi-kasab-an ta, we must talk in a nice way. We must reply in a nice way so that we would prevent war and conflict. Okay, so right now we are going to define communication. Communication is the process of giving and receiving information. Okay, when we say giving and receiving, me here as your teacher, I am giving you information. And you, as my students, you are receiving information from me. Okay, between a human source and a human receiver. So I, teacher, I am the human source. Kay ako man ang nag-give sa inyo og information. Sa ako ang gikan. So I am the human source. Now you are the human receiver because you are the ones who receive what I am giving you. Okay, this may be using words, symbols, or actions. Okay, if ga face-to-face pata karon, mostly I am using symbols, actions. You will see me using actions, my body moving, my hands moving. But as of now, you are going only hearing my voice or the words that come out from my mouth. Okay, that is our only way to communicate as of the moment. Another thing, because of the new normal, our way of receiving information is through social media. So thanks to social media, we can still communicate with each other although wala na face to face. Okay? So how about the mute or ang mga amang or and also the mga bungol? So how are they going to communicate with each other or with us normal people? They are going to use, yes, correct. They are going to use sign language. Okay. So that is their way in communicating with each other. Right. The definition above is the most common definition given by experts throughout the years. Its common components involve the source. So in us right now, I am the source. Okay? The information is coming from me. The receiver is you. You are receiving the message that I am giving you. And the message is our lesson, which is about oral communication. The means of sending and receiving the message. Okay, when we say means, this word means ways. Unsay mga pamaagi so that I can send you the message and you will receive the message. So as of now, in this kind of setup, the means of sending and receiving the message of us is through this video. Okay, it's through this video that we can be able to communicate with each other. Okay. So, okay ba? Napamodera? Are you still okay? Are you good? Okay. Very good. Okay. So, we have here examples of communication situations. When we say communication situations, those are the times where we can speak with each other, situations that we are using words or maybe sign language. So one example, a professor delivering a lecture to students, just like this, that is happening right now to us. This is me as your professor. I am delivering a lecture to you through this video. Okay, next one, a father giving advice to his son. So, si father talking. Okay, when you are giving an advice, you are of course using your mouth. So, clearly you are having communication, both of you. And next, last is buying food at a canteen. Of course, when you buy, not only on canteens, but everywhere that you buy something, of course you communicate with maybe the sales lady or the cashier. So what else? What are other communication situations? um, when we ride a vehicle, a tricycle, when he asks us, asa mo ma'am? Sa PJC call. Oh, that is already a communication situation because you are exchanging thoughts, you are exchanging words. Okay, all right. So right now, let's proceed to reading to the process of communication. This is our second lesson for this module. So as you can see, we only have short lessons in our first module. Una pa lang yan. Okay. So, in very simple terms, communication process happens this way. So, when we say process, ang pinagdadaanan ng how communication happens. So, first, of course, in a given context, the sender converts his or her thoughts into signals such as words, usually using mouth. Okay, so in our case right now, me talking to you in a video. I am the sender of this information. Now, how will you know my thoughts? Okay? Of course, atong thoughts gikan man na siya sa atong brain. How will you know what's inside my brain? What are my thoughts? Of course, I need to convert my thoughts into signals such as words. And for the mute and the deaf, they need the signal that they are using is sign language. Okay, so usually using the mouth for us who can speak. Okay, so sender, I will talk to you in easy way para masabtan ning dali ning number one. Ako, I am talking to you using words, using my mouth. Okay. Number two, the sender sends the signals. Oh, I speak, I am talking. Okay, I am already talking to you through a channel. Now, what is channel? Okay, channel here is not ABS-CBN, GMA, TV5. Channel here is where our message passes. Okay, ang agianan sa atuang message. So, when we are having a face-to-face conversation, basically our channel is air. So pag nag-atubangay mo sa imong friend and you're talking with each other, of course the channel is air. Okay? Kay air man ang mo nakapagitan sa inyong dalawa. But right now, here in this situation that we have, I am talking to you through a video. So our channel is this video, through a video. sa moagi through the screen, from my screen to your screen. Okay? So, just like also in video chatting or calling, like the new normal things that we do. Okay? Our channel is through our screens. My screen to your screen, my microphone to your earphones or headphones. That is the channel. Okay, the agianan. Okay, now in number 3, as the signals are sent through the channel, there is some noise. Okay, noise, as you all know, saba. Anything that reduces the quality of the signals. Okay, we all know that when it's noisy, it reduces the quality of the words that we hear. These are the times when the environment is noisy, we cannot hear properly, or we cannot be heard properly, clearly. So just like imagine you and your friend is talking on the opposite sides of the road. Okay? Ikaw naa sa siya nasa atbang, ikaw naa diri nga side. Now try to talk with each other. Then there are lots of vehicles passing in between the two of you. Of course, you have to shout so that the person that you are talking to can hear you or can listen to you. So you have to shout pa, you have to exert effort. So when the surrounding is noisy, we cannot hear the words clearly, and it may lead to misunderstanding. Kita ingon, ha, unsa? Mo ana imong friend nga, gwapa ka, nya ikaw imong pangdungog, ha, maot ko. So, ang ending, nalain ka sa imong friend. Because niingon siya ang imong pagdungog is maot ka. So, 'di ba? When the surrounding is noisy. Another example is when we are in a classroom. Imagine that you are once again in a classroom setting, the teacher discussing in front of you, and then your seatmate is very talkative, very noisy. So, do you think makapaminaw kag tarong kay teacher when your seatmate is always talking to you, always making noise? Of course, makapaminaw ka, but you will not understand what the teacher is discussing. So that is the noise. And for number 4, the receiver hears the signals using the ears. Of course, right now, in this video, you are you will be able to learn using your ears. Okay, you have already received, while watching this video, you have already received my message using your ears, and that message in your ears, you are to convert that into your thoughts. So, gikan sa dalunggan, gihatod sa brain. And then your brain will think and think of a reply. So, the receiver sends feedback by becoming the sender now. So, katong nasa imong brain, nag-process na to siya, mga thoughts nimo, gihatod na sad niya siyang baba. So, kamo na sad ang mo mahimong sender. Okay? So, if this is a face-to-face situation, if pangutanon ta mo, syempre motubag mo, so kamo na po nahimong sender. Ako na po ang receiver. Mo receive sa inyong mga answers. Okay. So, for further explanation about it, I have here a diagram. I just made this diagram for you to understand things properly about the process of communication. So, 'di ba, the first one there is your thoughts. Okay, let's put the situation into like this. Ako si teacher, I am the sender, okay? You students are the receiver. So, my thoughts, sender's thoughts or teacher's thoughts will be converted into words. So, gikan sa ako ang brain, I will send it to my mouth through talking. So now, my words will pass through a channel. Unsa man ang channel nga ato ang gamit karon? Using this video. Okay, my screen to your screen. Okay, that is the channel. Now, our channel may pass through a noise. Okay, butang ta siguro while you are watching this video, maybe saba sa inyong palibot or saba sa inyong palibot, dili ninyo madunggan og ayo ang kani nga video. So that is just a factor, ang noise. But again, noise does not really occur always. Diba? Dili man always nga pag magstorya ta saba. So there are only times that when we talk to each other, noise will enter. Musulod si noise, mag-apil-apil si noise. Now, asa na to? Ako ang mga words ma-receive na ninyo. You, the receiver, you guys, the receiver receives message through listening. So while you are watching this video, you are also listening at the same time. Listening to what I am discussing right now. Now, listening, of course, you are going to use your ears. So from your ears, you are going to convert that into your thoughts. So messages received converted to thoughts. So gikan sa inyong ears, that will go to your brain, and then your brain will process your reply, or will process the message that you have received, and will process a reply. So karon kamo na pod ang mahimong sender. So ang inyuhang reply inyo na sad ihatag sa ako. So as you can see, the process of communication is just balik-balik. The cycle is just repeating. That's why it's a cycle. So as long as the sender and the receiver are talking with each other, then this cycle will always repeat. Okay? Gikan sa brain ni sender, padulong sa ba, and then moagi sa channel, usahay na ay noise, and then maabot na dayon kay receiver, gikan so mabutang siyang dalunggan, and then gikan sa ears, maadto sa brain, and then ang gikan sa brain adto sa mouth niya, and then isa na dayon niya ang reply sa sender, and then balik na po, balik-balik. But if there is one of you nga dili na mo tubag, or it's already the end of conversation, yung hindi na kayo nag-uusap pa. So maybe si sender, nahimong words ang message niya niagi sa channel na noise ning sulod, ni adto na kay receiver ang message, and then gibutang ni receiver ang message sa iyahang brain. And then, bigla na lang siyang nawala ng ganang magsalita. So, di na siya ganahan mo reply. Wala na kaniya gi-replyan. So, the process of communication will end here. Wala na nilabot. Kay, dili naman siya mo reply. Di na kaniya replyan. Okay. So, like that. Again, the process of communication will just rotate in this cycle. So that's the only thing that you're going to remember. Now, let's go back to the top part. Okay, so we are done with the discussion. If ever you still have questions about my discussion, just message me. Okay? Okay. Now, here in the firm up, we have here an activity. So, you are to list 10 communication situations. Sama ng communication situations, again, nana na diri sa example. Any situation that you are communicating with each other. Now, list 10 communication situations that you usually go through on a new normal school day. So, karon, you are having your class naman because it's new normal. You're having your class online or modular. So, unsa may usual nga mahitabo sa inyo ha in a day karon sa atong new normal. So when you wake up in the morning, you can say there, I am talking with parents during breakfast, talking with my teacher during class, asking my teacher what are the assignments, like that. That those are just few of the examples of 10 communication situations. Again, list 10. Okay, one sentence only in each number. This is for 10 points. Okay, next, in the deep end, okay. Here, as you can see in the instruction, just imagine that you applied on the internet as an online English tutor. You are now being interviewed and the interviewer asks you to tell something about yourself. The interview will be via phone call or call in messenger. Okay, let me clarify this activity. Um, I will be interviewing you through an audio call. Ito ng audio call, meaning ears to ears lang po. Ears and mouth lang po tayo. We will not see each other. We won't be using videos. So in Messenger, I will audio call you there. Or kung wala mo'y load during the day of the interview, then send me your phone number in advance. Don't worry kung wala mo'y loads na pang call or pang text. I will be the one to call you. Okay? Just choose kung asa mo comfortable. If you're not comfortable giving me your number, then you can choose Messenger. If you have a lot of load pang Messenger, then you can choose Messenger. If you don't have any choice, then phone call is the only choice. Okay? So, I will interview you and you will pretend that you are applying for a job, online English language tutor. So, relax lang. Do not get nervous because you have here the guidelines. Guidelines on what to say during the interview. So, short introduction of yourself. Hi, my name is Trisha Inventor. I am 21 years old. I graduated Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, blah, 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 blah. Something like that. And then, number two, say something why you want to be an online English language tutor. I want to be an online English language tutor because I love to teach English. But right now, since it's the new normal, I don't have any choice but to teach online because I cannot stop my passion in teaching English. Mga ingana, good. Char-char lang na siya. And then number three, say something about your skills and interests that makes you a good tutor or teacher. For my skills, I am good at speaking English. I believe that I am fluent enough in speaking English. For my and also my interest, I am always interested in talking with different people every day. So I think that I am suitable for this job. Ting ana. Okay, then number 4, you can also share something personal, such as your hobbies, likes, favorites, if you think doing so would help you get the job. Okay? Related nga mga hobbies, mga likes, mga favorites nimo sa job sa online English language tutor. Okay? Online English language tutor imuhang gi-applyan. So lisod sad mingon ka dito, my hobby is cleaning our house and washing the dishes. Well, that's very good that you wash plates, wash dishes at home para di ka kasaban ni mama. But it's not helping you to get the job, okay? It won't help you to get the job. It's not related to the job. So, unsa may related sa English? English language tutor or online English language tutor. My hobbies is maybe using our computer to watch educational videos. I like to read English books. I like to watch English movies. My favorite um, thing to read is novels and short stories, also poems. I also like to to compose poems. Well, that hobbies, likes, and favorites that relates to the job online English language tutor. And for the 5th one, wrap up the interview. When we say wrap up, you finish, you conclude, hum na ang interview. You finish the interview by reminding the interviewer, reminding me why you are the best choice to hire as an online English language tutor. In short, why should I hire you? Kining number 5. So you must answer the question, why should I hire you? So for example, we can say, you should hire me because I am one of a kind. I love talking to different people. I am good at speaking English and I love teaching and it is my passion. So it would be a big, it would be, let's say, it would be a wonderful chance for you to accept me, and it would also be a nice chance for me to get accepted in this job because it would help me grow professionally. It would help me improve my English even more. O, diba? And I am also reliable and my time is flexible. I can work any time of the day, evening, afternoon, morning, name it. Oh, maingon ana. That is just few of the things that you are going to say. Okay? So again, this will be an audio call. So no need for you to wear formal clothes, to wear makeup or whatever you do. Okay, this is just an audio call. So no need for bonggang preparations. Just prepare yourself and the things that you are going to say. Okay, and then, oh, one more thing. There's a question raised earlier that okay lang ba ano sa to siya, mag-bring og papel during the interview? It's up to you because I cannot see you naman. I will just base the score or the points based on this rubric below. Okay? So, first is the content and the organization of thoughts. Of course, dapat related sa ato ang topic, which is the interview. Again, it has to be related and organized. Wala nagkatibulaag inyong ideas or inyong tubag. Next is the articulation, meaning the way you articulate words in English. Okay, again, let me just clarify. I will be interviewing you and you will be answering my questions using English. No Tagalog and no Bisaya. No Korean and French and everything else. Pure English po tayo. Okay. So, but if you want to use just a word like maybe um anyang, something like that, that's okay. Maayong buntag, that's okay. But when you answer my questions, it must be in English. All right. So your articulation is the way you speak, the way you express yourself. Is it fluent enough? Or is it all I know na naiuban sa tuwa we cannot speak English fluently? Okay, even me, I stutter. I I pause for a while to think so that I won't really put my standards to the highest level. Okay? Dili na ako siya, dili na ako unsa ni dili na ako patas ano over akong standard. Okay? I know that we are all practicing and doing our best in speaking English. So, don't worry. Akong bahala sa inyo. Alright. So, next is the modulation. Of course, this is all about your voice. Dapat it's good enough for me to understand what you are saying. Okay? Not too loud, not too, not too loud, not too, ay, not too hina ang voice. Ego-ego lang, well modulated. Okay? Dili nang, hi ma'am, good morning. My name is blah blah blah. If that is really your natural voice, then I cannot do anything about it. But if that's tinuyuan, then I don't know about you. So again, modulation is, this is your voice. Dapat enough ra siya nga madunggan nako. Dili kay hinay, dili kay kusog. And then next is the rapport. Of course, when we say rapport, the way you communicate with me. Pag mayon tag rapport, naka-connect ba ka sa ako? Like, pag moingon tag, malingaw ba ko nimo? Murag something ana ang rapport. Like, connected ba ato ang gistoryahan or like, naka-connect ba ta sa each other? Like, ang rapport man God is how well do you communicate with your human co-human beings, okay? Kung na-connect ba mo, kung maayo ba ang pagdala sa pag-istorya nimo, that is rapport. So just read here in the rubrics the things that you need to follow for you to be guided for this interview. Now that is for the deep end. If you still have questions about this, ask me, message me. Okay. And then last one is the transfer. Of course, this is just a journal. You are to answer two questions. Why is communication important in our daily lives? And imagine a world without communication. What do you think will happen to us humans? So you are going to answer this briefly with 3 to 5 sentences each. Okay. So I guess that's all for our module number 1 in oral communication. Um, ang bugat ng ani is this deepen. Okay? So don't worry, I will schedule your phone interviews according to our schedule. Okay? And then the flow of our interview is alphabetical order. So I will start with the A people. So you prepare their mga A people, family names that starts with letter A. You will be first. Don't worry, I will base it on my class list. So it would be fair. So I hope you learned something from our module again and again. If you have question, message me. Don't hesitate to message me, and happy reading and happy answering. Is it right to say happy answering? But I hope you will have fun in answering this module. Oh, wala na nako nigipa-complicate og maayo so that dili mo ma-stress. So, that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed, though it's kind of a bit boring, but I hope you learned something. See you again soon. Welcome to my vlog. Okay, whatever. Take care, everyone.